Alright guys, so welcome to this weekly analysis for the January 4th week in the 2022. Today we'll take a look at the current live weekly time frame trades and also of some of the, actually all the major and minor pairs. But now let's get started with the first, I would say, live trade. So here we are in the EuroCAD. We are still in that trade. The price action in the previous week, it is a Sunday, so in the previous week, it reached 1 to 2 risk reward, but then rejected heavily. So hopefully we'll get some more bearish movement. The take profits are quite far away, okay, but still seeing the potential for price to fall down properly. Okay, so then you use the CAD. This is a winner. It hit a take profit for more than 1 to 1. You can see here was the entry, stop loss, and the take profit. You can see 1 to 3 weeks it took for our price. The price for the Aussie CAD to hit a take profit. So this is a good winning trade as planned. A very good area of rejection. So very good. New Zealand yen, one portion of the trade hit the stop loss, but right now on the second part of it, the price action is approaching to the stop loss. It looks like price will retest the 200 and stop us out. Probably it might also retest these lows. Okay, so it looks like there is going to be a breakout of this trend line. Okay, but we'll see. Okay, euro dollar, I'm currently not in euro dollar. I did not enter it, but here was a potential idea. As you can see, price is having troubles going to the upside, so I'm happy not being in that trade because it's not as straightforward as I would like. So right now for the euro dollar, nothing much. Also for the New Zealand, I would say yen, I would say just stay away because there's a support. You can see support is reaching, so we don't know whether this is really a breakout of this major weekly trend line or it is just a retest and price will move up. Okay, but based on the weekly time frame, it looks like a breakout, but we will see. Okay, silver, unfortunately I am out of the silver. There was an entry in the stop loss right here. Price just stopped us out. It would be much better to put a stop loss below there, but hey, who knew it, right? The risk reward would be an amazing, and the first take profit would be hit. But for right now, for the active traders, let's take a look at this trend line. Okay, so I would not say that this is a valid breakout, but definitely for 3 combo traders, if you will be trading the 1 to 3s higher, wait for another one. Okay, don't. It looks like a breakout from the good weekly point of view. So this bottom bouncing up, but be careful. Okay. If you want aggressive trading, of course, this is an area of buying. Okay. Aussie dollar. Actually, we were stopped for the Aussie dollar, unfortunately, just by a few pips. And now price action in this week actually created a nice bearish candle. So I see there's a potential for price action to fall down, but I'm already in the Aussie CAD. Okay, so here's an entry, the stop loss from this candle. So it formed a very beautiful, I would say, candle pattern on a weekly time frame. So the take profits are down. So if you're looking for short, for I would say swing trading or day trading entries on a Aussie Swiss, there's a great opportunity probably on the lower time frames. Let's take a look on a 4-hourly time frame. Firstly, it would be better to see a lower low, lower high. For even more safer trade, I would say it's better to wait for breakout of this support. Retracing back to this resistance, and then to short down. For everybody who is trading with 3 combo strategy, you can take a look on that. Okay, so that's it for the Aussie Swiss, looking very bearish. So still, if you're interested in trading the weekly time frame, there's a great opportunity on the weekly time frame. So this is an entry. The entry is actually below this lower low of this candle, and the stop loss is right here. So it's actually on the entry, a little bit lower, but it's a good risk reward ratio. with the potential, with huge potential to the downside. Okay, so a very nice actual live trade if you're interested. Let's take a look on the Euro Swiss. Euro Swiss, I'm actually in that trade, but it doesn't look very promising. Very surprisingly, the behavior moved like that. But still, it's nothing lost. Maybe we'll get some rejection of these lows, but it looks like a bearish pressure. So that's it. Okay, so that's it. So everybody who is trading with the 3 combo, you've got safe. You were not into that. Okay, let's just move that out. Okay, Cat Swiss created a very interesting candle patterns right here. So 2 pin bars, we could say, but not on the very much relevant context. Okay, so we'll see. I'm not personally interested in the Cat Swiss, but looks very promising for the lower time frame traders. For the 4-hourly time frame, interesting. There's a trend line still, so it needs to be broken first. Okay. So nothing actually very much. Aussie Swiss, as we already said. Aussie New Zealand, you see we were talking about in the previous weekly analysis on the Aussie New Zealand on these candles, and you can see it was a false, right? It was a clear bullish movement, bullish trend. We were thinking about that, but we needed extra confirmation, right? So there was no extra confirmation, so this is a good sign. So nothing much for the Aussie New Zealand. Here's the yen. Just a messy chart in an uptrend, but with some bearishness in front of us. Yes, we will see. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look on the other pairs just quickly. Okay, nothing much. So I'll just go through all the pairs for everybody trading weekly and daily. Nothing much here. We've already said about that. Oh, pound cat, interesting. Very interesting weakening formation, now creating a lower low, lower close. Okay. So for everybody trading on a daily or 4-hourly time frame, this is a interesting area. Let's take a look on a 4-hourly time frame. You can see price action moved from the 4-hourly uptrend to consolidation, now to the downtrend. So this is a beginning of a new downtrend. Support acts as a resistance, so it is a good area to look for shorts if price will bounce to the downside. Okay. Swiss yen, waiting for price to retrace. Here's the cat. Nothing much. I'm personally looking for this low or this low to be hit. Okay, I like to trade safe from the safe zones. The pound New Zealand is just pushing. Pound yen. A very interesting formation. I really like this formation. I really like this formation. It's actually a 4-candle pattern formation, which clearly signals from bullish, from bulls to bears. You can see here was some weakening inside bar, so this bar was inside of it. So there's a consolidation on the lower time frame. Now lower low, lower close. Let's take a look on the lower time frames. I like it. I really like that, what I'm seeing. And you can also see it was a clear, smooth transition. Look at that. Okay, the first breakout, very smooth, and now price action is already breaking to the downside. Okay, for 3 combo traders, you can trade from these areas if price will retrace, if price will not spike to the downside. Okay, so there is a potential. This is a potential trade based on a weekly time frame to go with a retracement entry, stop losses above right here. Okay, let's take a look at the entries. Interesting, yes. The stop loss should be a little bit higher due to this spike. This is unfortunate. So I'll think about after the analysis. I have to go through some more details. But 1-to-1 is here. But if we want to go with aggressive stop loss above this candle high, it's almost 1-to-1 to 1.5. Okay, but I'd rather stay safe because we've seen in the last two trades like Aussie dollar and euro and gold that we were stopped out. So I have to watch on that a little bit more, to be honest with you. But still, when this kind of a small trades pays off, they cover all the losses. So on a long run, it is worth it. But sometimes when the market is not so pushy, it's more a little bit consolidating. It's worthwhile to put safer stop losses. Okay. USD yen, nothing much. We've sat already that. We've already talked about it. And the CAD yen, yes, interesting yen pairs, right? You can see here's also the break of the trend line. So this is a good correlation when two pairs are breaking at the same time, which are positively correlated. But what I don't like is that this occurred a little bit before this absolute swing high. So you can see here this is the resistance, right? No, I didn't mark the resistance for you guys, sorry. So this is a resistance area from which we are trading, right? Supply and demand, not the resistance. Okay, so you can see, okay, actually both are good, but this is more, you can see there's more bottom line here. It's more predictable support, but here it's not. So there's more swing low, swing highs on a weekly. Okay. So definitely I'm aiming more for pound yen. Let's take a look more now on the New Zealand dollar. Just flat movement on the weekly. Euro yen pretty much the same, but too close to these lows. Oh, pound Swiss, interesting. Very nice rejection candle from 200, and now interesting formation. Let's take a look on the lower time frame. It's somehow unusual. Exhaustion. It's actually not exhaustion. We're just up and down, sideways consolidations, and now boom. But if this trade could reach lower the bottoms of here, this is a good look. It's all about the risk and reward. Okay, you might say, oh, I would not trade from this level. Okay, but what if, for example, we trade with the retracement and we put a stop loss right here and the price reached these lows within the span of I would say three months, right? Okay, I'm thinking of in trading like that. Okay, because or like that. Okay, it's still 1 to 3 or 1 to 6, 1 to 5, 1 to 6. Okay, so it's about probabilities. Okay, if you get stuck with each trade, okay, whether it's loser or winner, you will stress yourself out. Okay, but if you look in trading from the opportunities point of view, then it's much I would say natural to win or to lose. It doesn't matter actually. Okay, it actually doesn't matter. What it matters on the long run, you're following a high risk reward trades. Okay, this is the most important thing. Okay, yeah, Aussie Swiss is a potential trade to go short. Also the 3 combo traders and the lower time frame traders. Aussie yen looks pretty bearish. It looks very promising for price action to be magnetized to this support trend line into 200. So everybody who is, I would say, short time frame trading, here's a highly potential trade with a 3 combo entry, price retracing to it, and then moving to the downside. So it's actually like 100 to 200. It's 1 to 2, 1 to 3 risk reward trade. It's a very powerful formation, slow movement, but firm to the downside. Okay. I would trade it due to this trend line. This trend line is really magnetizing the price action. Why? Because price is getting magnetized to the very powerful structures, which are recent and predictable. And you can see this is a very powerful swing lows, right? And for everybody who is looking to buy Aussie yen, for example, okay, they are looking at the most probable recent areas. So this is this I would say trend line, right? So not many, I mean, if you just take a look logically, you would not buy here or buy here. You would buy around this area, a little bit higher maybe, just to get into that, but it is the zone, right? Okay, so I'll take a look at that. I mean, I'll watch the Aussie yen for sure. Okay, Aussie dollar looks also good. It's also good to get entered, but firstly we need a break of this. Look at that powerful trend line. Price is breaking it, but we need more of it. Euro Aussie, nothing much. Okay, on a pound Aussie, nothing much. Pound dollar, nothing much. Nothing much. New Zealand yen, nothing much. And the silver, yes, interesting. Soy. If you have any request for any pair, let me know. Okay, on a higher time frame, or even the stock or anything like that, just let me know. Okay. Gold, also nothing much. Okay guys, so that's it. This was the weekly analysis. We have a few pairs for the entries on a weekly time frame: pound Swiss, CAD yen, pound yen, and Aussie Swiss. Okay, Aussie Swiss and also Aussie dollar. Okay, so as you can see, there's lots of opportunities on a weekly time frame. Okay, so don't think that, oh, I'm not going to trade. Yes, you will. Okay, almost every week there's at least one opportunity. So there's lots of trades on the in a span of 1 year. So there are weeks, yes, maybe 1, 2, 3, or even 4 weeks in a row where there's no trade. But hey, why not rest while there is the best? I would say. Okay, so that's it guys. If you have any questions, if you're interested into the weekly time frame trading, let me know down in the comments. What do you think about it? There's also a program, but hey, check it on your own if you wish. No pressure. Okay, so wishing you all the best. Stay safe and safe trading. Take care and bye bye.